All right, we're going to draw using AutoCAD today, and we're going to make a 3D nameplate. Now, there's a couple ways we can make them. This one's going to use actual text, explode it, and we're going to use the sweep command in 3D to make it so it's sort of 3D looking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom of the screen. We're going to go to 3D modeling, and it's going to change our ribbon. So we're now in 3D. We're going to switch from 3D wireframe to shades of gray so it's easier to see. Now we're going to go to annotate, and in annotate it gives us a way of writing. We're going to go here to the first pull down, text style, and we're going to go to manage text style, and we're going to go to font name, and we're going to type in Bauhaus 93. We want to find this one right down here. Where is it? Bauhaus. So it's sort of a rounded lettering. You can choose other letters, but not all work quite as well as this one. So this is the one we're going to practice with. We're going to click apply and close. Now, if we go back to our home page, we can technically write the word text. I find this works best. Press enter, click a start point. Our height is going to be 10, enter, and then we hit enter for our angle of 0. And now we're going to write our name. So mine's going to be Mr. Pierce. You hit enter twice and it makes your nameplate. Okay. Now we're going to go to this command here, the rectangle tool, and we're going to place a rectangle around it. This will later become our base. So the size doesn't matter, but you want to try to have it balanced on each side. You don't want it too large, takes up too much space. Then we're going to draw a center radius, and we're going to click right here, and we're going to type in 2 and enter. And then we're going to trim this part off here. So we're just left with this little arc. And we're going to go to Express Tools, Modify Text, and Explode. When we choose this command, we're going to click on our lettering, press enter, and it changes it. You have a black screen. Your lettering is going to show up green. We now need to use the trim command to get rid of these extra lines that we've got in here. I overdid that one, so I'm going to trim it a little bit easier. Mine seems to be lagging a bit with the video recording, but that's okay. You want to get rid of all these little lines. You can click on them, but sometimes it takes more than one click, where if you click and drag, it usually gets rid of it right away. So you can find out which one you prefer, and you can use it. But either way, we need all these lines gone. So once those lines are trimmed and you got rid of them all, we're going to type in the word region. We're going to place a box around it and press enter. So you can tell that these are now joined together and ready to go. So we're going to go to the side here. The view cube sometimes doesn't work the best, but if we go here, we can click on top and select Southwest Isometric. So it turns ours sideways a bit. Okay. I'm going to go press pull. I'm going to click my base. Oops. I'm going to click my base and I'm going to drag it downwards and I'm going to type 2 and enter. So it gives us a nice little base here. I'm now going to click on it, right click my mouse, go to isolate and hide my object. So I have that still, but it's hidden and out of the way so the computer's not reading it. The second thing I'm going to do is go to my move command and I'm going to take this circle arc that we made and I'm going to click it here and move it to the corner of my M. It could be any letter as long as it's far down. Sometimes Y's give us trouble or J's, but we'll see. This one's kind of tricky. We have to use this 3D rotate tool. So you go up here, select 3D rotate and click on our little piece of spaghetti we made earlier. When we press enter, we get this sort of globe. We need to click to the bottom corner here in order to move it to the correct location. We're then going to click on this green colored circle and we're going to go straight out and then straight up to 90. I'm going to go back here and set it to 090 just because it rotates better. And then we have to rotate it one more time. Once again, we got to change the location of the pivot point. This one will select the red one and we'll go from here straight up to 90. So with that drawn, you can see it sort of arcs upwards. So what we're going to do now is we're going to find our sweep command, which is located under extrude here. I'm going to go sweep, and I'm going to click on the M, the R, the dot, the P, the E, the A, the R, the C, and the E, all the letters. We press enter, and then I have to go down here and click the path I want it to follow. And when I do, look what happens. It just sweeps up and follows the name. It looks pretty nice. So now what I'm going to do is right click my mouse, go to isolate and end object isolation, and it's got our full name tag ready to go. Now we have to join it because you can see each piece is individual and separate and it will fall apart. So up here, we've got a command called solid union. It's two blue squares that intersect. When we click it, we're going to drag a box over everything and press enter. Now it's one unit. The last step, and possibly the most important, is we have to go here to the big red A in the corner. We go down to export image, other format, and we need it to be a lithography STL. Yours defaults to this one here. We're going to go down lithography STL. We're going to save it as name 2. And when you press save, all you have to do is click on your name and press enter, and it saves it ready to print in 3D. So there's an example of a 3D name tag that could sit on a desk and look kind of funky. It gives us a chance to use some of the 3D commands. Nice. Save it to your T drive. Awesome.